Hi, if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching my One Piece Chill channel, welcome back. Today we are going to read chapter number 1104 of One Piece manga, so of course, spoiler alert if you're not up to date with manga, but let's see what this chapter has. Let's go. Oh no, it's called Thank You Daddy. I'm already. Am I going to cry again? I put the tissues away. Dang it. Cover request by Toshika Zoo. Sanji serves dessert to a mouse couple that just got engaged. Gosh, that is so adorable. Oh, wait. Let's take a moment. They look super cute, like both of them, and the Sanji, of course. And this cake looks pretty big. Like, imagine if you are the size of a mouse and you get this cake. It's pretty huge, right? Oh my gosh, this is super cute. Okay, and now we are going like back to drama. Okay, a punch full of feelings. Ooh, and we got some memories. You are the buccaneer brat. You can either live as a slave or die. Nothing else can be tolerated for someone of your ilk. Mommy has passed away. She's in a better place now. I'm just so happy. Kumachi, sorry, but I'm at the death's door. So basically, all Kuma's story, well, in a very subtracted manner shown here with all the most important people in his life and how they were influenced by the Gorosei, obviously, because this is all about like him and his family being taken into slavery, and then his mom dying because of it, his dad dying because of it, and then obviously losing his friend and his love, and then also Bonnie here as well. So everything in his life that was connected and taken away from him by the world government, by the Gorosei. Bonnie is here crying in her child form, as we remember in the end of the previous chapter. She turned into a child, and I thought it was a nice touch because like she saw her dad, so she became her actual child self. And obviously we usually rely on our parents to protect us, so okay. Vegapunk, what is the meaning of this? How can Kuma still be alive? I made use of our contingency plan a few days after the revolutionary army took him. I triggered his self-destruction mechanism. What? And now Kuma goes for the punch, and I'm like thinking, wait, is the trigger of self-destruction mechanism is actually the same as the trigger on regaining her personality and humanity mechanism? And that didn't seem like he fully regained it, even though there's obviously some of it. So maybe it's just a slow process, and like he unknowingly he thought it should be self-destruction, but obviously Kuma is not dead, so the self-destruction didn't happen. Though what he's doing right now could be similar to self-destruction, pretty dangerous. But no, he's protecting his daughter. So obviously that is like my fear is. Ooh. What the heck? Wait. There is a huge double page, and there's so much happening. You can't get it right away without looking a bit closer. Oof, that frame, that punch goes right into the freaking face. It looks good. It looks good. Oof. And there's, I don't know, like a lot of grit. Grit in this thing. It feels pretty satisfying. Saint Saturn! He even falls kinda in a funny way because you can see his arm sticking like this. So, good job, Kuma. That was good. And even though I feel like you could say, yes, Saturn should be like pretty high up in strength and awareness and people are attacking him from left to right, though you could say kind of let Bonnie attack him because it didn't really matter to him. And with Kuma, I think he also can see it, so if he could evade it, I think he would, but he might also be shocked because he doesn't expect to see Kuma. Kuma is supposed to be dead, so it could also play a role here, an element of surprise. But the impact of the blow itself was so huge that there's a freaking earthquake here now, because the buildings are crumbling. Now, what is happening on this panel? I'm not really sure. That's Saturn's face. I didn't get it right away. That's his face. It's all bloodied now. Obviously, it had a huge impact, and all the buildings are also falling on him. Okay, guys, we defeated one of the Gorosei. Good job. We can go home happy now. Obviously not, but wow, that is impressive. The town, what's going on? Did Kuma do that? And it's just like to also underline this father's fury, or how it was said like in the end of the previous chapter. He just punched one of the 5 elders. Marines are having a heart attack. He attacked, this is Marines, right? He attacked one of the world's great overseers. Yeah, and he had it coming. I mean, the overseer had it coming. Pent, go help Saint Saturn at once. He's under the rubble. So the buildings did fall on him. Yeah, well, I guess it is implied. For someone of his status to be struck by a slave. Oof. And they're still like, this is unprecedented. Yeah, and like even see these regular Marines, it's regular people, they also have this mindset. Because here they're also calling Kuma a slave, so degrading him to this level. So it's like there are people who mirror these views, even though they are not part of this like world government top with celestial dragons and everyone. They still have this like other layer of people. They are also humans like us, but lower than us, because it feels like this is okay. Well, yeah, I know there are like good and bad people inside the Marines. I just took note of how he still like gave this distinction. Oh, someone on this level is struck by a mere slave, saying it like this, you know. Hey, we can move again. Bonnie-chan, are you hurt? Oh, okay. And so his influence, his hold on people was released, so now they can all move. This is our chance. Get Bonnie to the upper levels. Escaping the island is our only objective. And meanwhile, we have, I think, Vegapunk's thoughts. What is the meaning of this? That is a good question. The truth is, I didn't install a traditional self-destruct mechanism. I couldn't bear the idea of making you into a bomb, knowing how those... Oh, he's reaching his hands towards Bonnie. What is with her? Ah, okay, no, her... I thought, wait, her arm looks a bit strange. No, she's fine. So, knowing how those bastards would take full advantage of that, but I still kept my word. I just use a different kind of fail-safe. So there's still going to be self-destruction, unfortunately, but it's gonna be different. And he activated it. I programmed it to shut your body down completely. Between that and the loss of your individuality, you should be nothing but a vegetable now, incapable of receiving orders. So what Vegapunk is saying, he didn't sneakily install something that could return Kuma to his previous self. No, he just, instead of bomb version of self-destruction, he was like, his body will just shut down and he will like die peacefully, so to say, become a vegetable. That doesn't sound too peaceful, I guess. Incapable of receiving orders, so that would be the point. And yes, he is not receiving orders, he is acting by himself, but like that wasn't a part of the mechanism, right? And there's a cute panel. He is so huge, and Bonnie is like this, and he's just holding her. um, his heart. Well, okay, his heart is in a different place, but you get the idea. Even accounting for Bonnie's presence here, you shouldn't have been able to reach us. So how are you still moving? This almost seems beyond science. Maybe it is beyond science, like in fairy tale, just from the power of friendship, miracles happen, and here just from like the power of love, this, it can't be what I'm thinking, can it? The Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic. Beyond their strong bodies, after all, your people once. So, yeah, of course, in One Piece, I don't think anything was ever explained just by the power of love and friendship. I think it was shown that there are some special bonds between family, definitely. But it's like within reason, I think. And here, this what is happening. So let's set things straight. Vegapunk did install self-destruct mechanism, and it was activated a few days ago, and so Kuma did shut down and was like a vegetable, but there is something else, some special characteristic that is to him as a buccaneer that helped him somehow come here, find Bonnie, and like someone pointed out, probably through that like amulet that was gifted to her, right? Or as I said, like through the connection, it could even be like parental intuition. I feel like in One Piece place it wouldn't be unrealistic, but yeah, the amulet I guess makes it more logical. In any case, find her and protect her, and I feel like this could be some kind of parental instinct that buccaneers have to protect your children, and so it is so strong that it overpowers even something like this, like science stuff that Vegapunk did here. And even though Bonnie is not connected to him by blood, she's still like registered in his mind as his child, so the instinct works. It's over, isn't it? Kuma. I wonder what Kizaru means here. I'm not sure. Like, does he expect Garase really to, like, get out of the picture so easily? Okay. Sentamaru looks happy. Where's Straw Hat? He disappeared right before we could apprehend him. There's no way we can call in such a failure. Okay, so he's somewhere. Getting to Saturn by the time he gets out of rubble. Yeah, we also have our sights set on escaping as well, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, here we have the title of the chapter. Now Bonnie is like hugging Kuma's huge chin. Saying, "Thank you, Daddy, for everything. I saw your memories. Mommy seemed like an amazing woman, and I saw how you actually wrote me lots and lots of letters, and that made me so happy." Oh yeah, she saw the letters, and again, someone said in the comments that she probably, like, as she saw all the memories, saw all the contents of the letters. And I suppose it could be true. I thought she was, like, just seeing the memories, and you can't, like, possibly read through all the letters, and it wasn't, like, that long of a time. Reading takes time. But I feel like, well, at least she saw that the letters were there, or maybe, yeah, she even got to read some of the contents, because we as the readers, we did see some of the contents of the letters, and we can assume that the flashback that we read through is everything that Bonnie saw and learned. I don't care if everyone else calls you a tyrant, cause I know there's no one kinder than my dad. To me, you are the coolest person in the whole wide world. I'll never ever forget this. This is so cute. Oof. Saint Saturn, and obviously, yeah, he's going to come back on his claws. Bonnie is so... I can't get over how tiny she is compared to Kuma. She's like... Vegapunk. I'm still waiting for an explanation. What's this you're doing? Saturn asks. And I'm like, how bold of you, Saturn. Like, Vegapunk already knows that you guys wanted to kill him off. Why does he need to, like, explain himself now? You were going to kill him anyway, so, like, who cares now, right? I suppose it would be fair to say that I am ultimately responsible, Vegapunk admits. But if you are a romantic, you could just as easily chalk this up to the power of love. Yeah, like I did. I see, as usual, to err is human. How short-sighted. What's happening to his freaking arm? You gentlemen have outlived your usefulness. Farewell. What the? His body... it's regenerating. It's regeneration. I thought, wait, what the heck is going on? So he lost his arm, as we could actually see on the previous panel. But now it's regenerating. It is a pretty cool looking effect, to be honest. I thought it's... and his other horn as well. It was also destroyed and regenerating here. Oof, is he going to counterattack now? He kind of let everyone attack him. He was like, okay, I guess I don't really care. But now he's like, let's see. Wait, there's a lot happening. So he tries to attack Kuma, but Sanji actually blocks the attack. And I saw it right away. Daddy, get out of the way. You gotta move. And Sanji is yelling, I'm not gonna let you upset Bonnie-chan anymore. I mean, that's a noble goal. Anymore, you dirty old spider. Yeah, we owe Kuma a huge debt too. Radical beam, I suppose. My goodness, you certainly have grown a lot, Kizaru is saying. So, Straw Hats are protecting Kuma, but you have to note Kuma's behavior. He didn't react at all, and I think if he was in his actual, like, full consciousness, he would react to the attack. Yeah, he is protecting Bonnie, but she's right here, protected in his hands. He could somehow evade or jump away. So I feel like he is actually, like I said, drawn by one instinct to protect Bonnie, and he doesn't really care about himself or what happens to him, so he doesn't have that self-defense instinct, for example, as we could also see before that he was just going straight to his goal, to Bonnie, with single thought, protect Bonnie, not caring about the attacks that were coming to him, about the damage that he was receiving. Beam. So yeah, as I was saying, radical beam. Ooh, it went right through. It's so enjoyable seeing Saint Saturn damaged in many ways. I'm like a psychopath, but yeah, to be honest, I'm still curious about this. He's taking all attacks. He's just taking them like he doesn't care, right? Now Kizaru decides to contest the Straw Hats. Let's put your growth to the test. Frankie! And he attacks Frankie, and Frankie flies away into the rubble. Meanwhile, Saint Saturn just casually regenerates this wound as well. So maybe he has this kind of mindset. I don't really care if people attack me because I can just regenerate. And remember, we also saw Gorosei's this kind of strange shadows, and it could be like their true nature or some sorts, and one of the reasons why he looks at people like different creatures, like he actually feels like he himself is not just a human, he's something different, right? Oof. Oh wait, that's the last page already. It's a double page. Let's see. Vegapunk, that can't move. Atlas, can you carry him to our meeting point in the Labostratum? Leave it to me. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Okay, so where's Bonnie then? They just out of his hands now? It's a bit of a... Not sure if I can see it well on this panel. I wouldn't expect that he would just... Well, maybe now she's safe. He's like, okay, I don't have to hold her anymore. She can just go by herself. But the thing is, yeah, he can't move. Maybe also because it's like, okay, goal complete. Daughter protected, don't have to move anymore, again to back to like the nothingness state. now that Kuma has joined us. Wouldn't you agree there are too many players on the board, Kizaru is saying. I think it's about time we wrapped this up. And Saturn is standing behind him. Yeah, this is also an interesting situation with Kizaru and Saturn, because you can see like Kizaru is still... isn't he like lazy justice or something like this? But he always kind of executes his orders. He doesn't go against his orders. You are sad man, Kizaru. Have you no heart? Vegapunk says. That's interesting, because I'm sure he has, but he obviously cared for his friends. So let's see what he says. I should have brought a darker pair of shades. I'm going to embarrass myself at this rate. To hide your eyes? Are you going to cry soon? Okay, maybe not. This is I'm curious if something is going to come out of this with Kizaru, because kind of Oda Sensei chose him to be here, a person who is actually connected to the people in this arc. So I feel like he would be inclined to execute the orders, but like lazily, so to say, and try to give his friends maybe the chance to escape, while still doing his job or pretending to do his job. I feel like it is possible, but yeah, we have to keep in mind, I don't think Kizaru has ever like declined an order or didn't execute an order or anything like this. I feel like he was also pretty like loyal, you could say. The Buster Call Protocol has been authorized by the authority of the world government. This island has been declared a threat to the entire world. All ships take aim. Oof. Reduce everything to ashes in the name of justice. Now, I think like we have a shorter timeline to escape. And now Saturn is saying, a traitor who studied the taboo secrets of the world, a survivor of a bloodline that should be extinct, and the pirate who awakened the power of that ancient god. This island has been completely infested. The forces of justice loom. I like how he called everyone a traitor who studied the taboo secrets of the world, and he made them all sound so cool. Survivor of a bloodline that should be extinct, the pirate who awakened the power of the god. Like, doesn't that all sound badass? Like, thanks for praising everyone, dude. Okay. Yeah, this is... I'm sorry. Saw the title of the chapter. I thought, oh, this is going to be like tearjerker. I'm gonna cry. Something horrible is gonna happen again, like with Kuma and Bonnie. And then I felt like I kind of laughed a lot in this chapter, and it was a pretty energetic read, I suppose. But yeah, I enjoyed this chapter a lot, and I hope you did as well. So I kind of shared most of my thoughts during the reading, and maybe if you have any thoughts on this chapter of everything that happened here, or maybe you think is going to happen, please share them in the comments down below, as well as your favorite moment. As usual, I'm like, what is my favorite moment? That is hard to say. Obviously that double page where Kuma just savagely punches Saturn is just super good. Like, of course, I think many people are going to like it, but I also really enjoy this panel on the, well, it's hard to say what kind of page it is, what number of page it is, where Kuma is just shown holding Bonnie to his chest protectively. I thought it was very sweet, and yeah, as I said, I like the contrast of their sizes, but overall, yeah, this was a pretty cool chapter. So yeah, as I said, what is your favorite moment? Share that. And with that, I think that would be it for today. So thank you for watching, and see ya.